of Fame money move.
I'm Patrick Herb coming to you from Tucson, Arizona, where the Badgers just knocked off Kansas State 70-65 to advance to the Sweet 16 next weekend in New Orleans. 4 players scored in double figures, led by John Luer's 19, but that couldn't overshadow Mike Bruesewitz's giant 3 that gave the Badgers the lead for good, and they held on with some late free throws. Overall, a gutty effort, and we'll hear some reaction from the Wisconsin locker room.
As gutty and emotional a win as you've been a part of, perhaps, in your career?
Definitely one of them. I'd say the Ohio State one was definitely up there because, the way we came back in that game, that was one of them. And this one is another one just because it's March Madness, and, we gritted that one out, so that was a good win.
Well, you've had a gritty week, too. I mean, you were watching practice at the start of the week, and your confidence soared as the week went on, correct?
Definitely, yeah. After the Big Ten tournament, didn't know if I was going to be able to come out and help my team, and got to give a lot of credit to our training staff, Henry Perez-Guerra and Dr. Orwin. Those guys have been great to me. I've been hanging out with our training staff pretty much about 5-6 hours a day, just going and kicking it with them and doing rehab. And so those guys did a great job of getting me ready to do this, and I was, I'm excited. I got to get out there and help my team win.
Are you surprised you're in the Sweet 16?
I mean, it's not really a surprise. I mean, we knew as a team, we had something special here, just because we like each other so much. We're all really good friends. On and off the floor we hang out, and we knew we had something special here. And it's just a great feeling to be able to go and say we're in the Sweet 16.
Me and Mike, we've been playing together for a while now, and we just kind of scrambled to stay with it, and that's part of our scheme is to kind of fight around the post. I was just trying to stay with the play.
When you were down on the floor, did you think about a timeout or anything?
No, not at that time, just because I knew that it was at our end. I figured that they would be getting back. I had the ball for a second, then he got away again, and I heard John right behind me, so I was just trying to roll it to him any way I could, and John did a great job of presenting himself.
What did you think when Bruesewitz took the shot from the wing on the opposite end?
I knew it was good. Before I even passed it, I saw Tim cut to the rim, and Kelly was behind us. He got down on the floor. That's a drill we do pretty much every day in practice, the USA drill, and I could see it in Mike's footwork in his eyes. He just had that confidence about him, and I knew he was going to pull it and knock it down as soon as he stepped into it.
Describe the block shot on pulling at the end.
Well, I mean, he was killing me all game, so he was wearing me out, all over the floor. So I was just trying to, stick with him and do anything to at least make that shot as tough as possible. You kind of knew he wanted to take that shot as a senior, and I just happened to get a hand on it. And I think that's probably the only block I've ever had in my career.
5th block of the season.
Oh, all right, sounds good. Hey, all right.
Did you kind of feel this was going to be a physical game to begin with? Maybe not this physical, but
yeah, I mean, we knew in the scouting report they got some big guys that play to their strength, and obviously when you have that much size, kind of going to the glass, being physical works in your favor.
Getting points from the bench again tonight, how important is that?
It's huge. I think maybe so far Mike Bruesewitz has been unsung superstar of this team. Everybody coming in. I think Jared contributed a ton. Someone that maybe not off the bench, but you don't see as much as Josh and Tim. Those guys, everybody across the board just did a great job tonight.
What did you think when Jordan made a couple of plays late in the game where he was struggling all night with his shot, but you expect that?
Yeah, I expect it every time. No matter what's happening in the game, he's just the kind of player that he can get something going quick in the right direction. He did that tonight and made 2 huge plays down the stretch.
So if you like to get to a Sweet 16 again?
I mean, the first time we went, it was pretty sweet, but it was a learning experience. Obviously our senior class was more on the bench, and the underclassmen weren't even here. So, to come back and do it under these conditions is a pretty sweet thing.
That's all from Tucson, Arizona, where the Badgers knocked off Kansas State 70-65. They'll now go to New Orleans to take on 8th-seeded Butler on Thursday night. As they say in New Orleans, let the good times roll.